Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Gamer and we are returning to a Let's Play of Command where we're playing as the US striking against Iran. Now, our mission is to take out, or our intermediate objective is to take out this Russian airbase, specifically the very dangerous... Oh, wait a minute, why is that gone? So, specifically the very dangerous SA-21B that we are seeing over here. So that is a very modern Russian anti-air equipment. We've got 4 installations of those and we've got a couple of aircrafts that are trying to take them out. So we've got the Seed Group 1. Let's basically, by the way, count how many units we've got. So that's 7 aircraft, another 8, so that makes for 15, 19, 22, 42 aircraft. So we've got 42 Super Hornets that are coming in and that will be trying to take out these groups over here. And I think in addition to that, a couple of other ones. Where are the strikers? No, they are part of this. Okay, so 42 aircraft in total. They're going to engage that soon. We also have a couple of jamming aircrafts, the Growlers over here, so the electronic warfare variant of that. 2 of these are now being engaged, I believe, by these MiG-35s. These MiG-35s are very modern Russian aircrafts that are very, very dangerous towards us, actually. So they are very modern, agility 5.5. That is very bad for us. They also have got extremely good ranged missiles. They have a theoretical range of 160 miles, so that's drastic. We've also got a couple of fighters down here intermixed with these groups. I'm hoping that Air Sweep Group number 3 over here is soon going to send a couple of missiles their way. I'm not sure that they are going to be able to do that, actually, but let's see. You know what we could check is... So these groups have a range of 120 miles with their radar. These guys have 100, so I think their performance here was degraded by about 50%. We were relatively consistent with the SuperTomcats here being able to engage the MiG-35s at about half distance of their radar coverage. And now these Super Hornets do have a range of, so they basically could engage them at around 60 miles, I believe, which might actually be very soon. So in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually turn on their radar fairly soon and going to try to engage these guys here as they are coming in range. So that should not take long. Hopefully we'll be able to manage to pull off something over here. We've also got another air sweep group over here which is going to try to come around there and engage them that way. Right, yeah, I think that would be great. Right, so let's see whether that's going to be possible. On the left flank over here we've got another sweep group. We're just trying to take out a couple of things, but let's see about that. And I think this Bullgrub group, this F-35 here, can actually come in on the flank. Over here on the right flank we've got a slight duel here between an S-35S, Su-35S, and one of our Bulldogs. I don't think they'll be able to engage each other, but let's see about that. While at the same time I think this Bulldog here can pull around like that. Maybe our Super Tomcats are going to get in range for the MiG-35s as well. Other than that, you can see a couple of surface-to-air missiles are still in the air flying from this base basically against some of our aircrafts here. So let's see whether they're going to send further stuff. That'd be pretty deadly. We had some very, very deadly results from their surface-to-air battery. So let's see about that. Right, without further ado, let's restart the game over here. And I think what these guys can do now is that these guys are in range over here. I think I have allocated weapons to them already, so let us first see what's going on over here. Yes, there are further surface-to-air missiles being launched from some side over there, which is pretty deadly towards us, and I'm not sure what they are engaging. You guys are trying to get low. Maybe they're going to try to engage air sweep group number 1 over here. They might as well be engaging these guys over here, air sweep group 2. So I think what I would like to do is then pull away from over here for a second with air sweep group number 2, because I don't really want to lose further stuff. That's a little bit unfortunate because you will not be able to guide this missile in here more closely, but I think it's going to be alright. You are actively attacking that anyway, so I think that is going to be alright. Speaking of, you guys here should turn on your radar so that you get possibly a good resolution on these guys up there and can start to launch some missiles that way. That would be fantastic, actually. Come on, go for it. Why don't you go for it? Weapon cannot engage this target for another 7.5 seconds. Well, that would be okay. I wouldn't mind that sort of time delay, yeah, but you can see this missile here is already not capable of engaging that gentleman over there. Right, come on. Launch, launch, launch. Oh, Jesus, why am I launching? Launch! Not sure what you're trying to get at. I'm suspecting it's these guys over here. Which does lead me to believe I should try to... Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, so we are seeing that this gentleman here has is using its fire control. And we are seeing the first two missiles going out against the MiG-35, which is extremely good for us. Okay, let's make sure to bring in the jammers a little bit more like that, so that they are capable of engaging these guys. Maybe over there. A couple of missiles flying that way, that's pathetic. You guys should not be doing that. But at least one missile of ours is flying towards here, so that's nice, because that probably means that this guy is actually not launching. On the other hand, the sweeper group here has launched... How many missiles? 3. That means you're shooting at this guy. Jesus! Why are you doing that? I don't get that at all, honestly. Right. Right. Let's see... Yeah, I think you're trying to launch more missiles at these two guys though. So that should be okay, yeah. There we are seeing the missile that is being launched by this group, which is okay though. And I think you're trying to engage these guys. Your radar is... Wait a minute, why do you show me your radar? Your radar should be off. Why are you showing me a radar cone? I don't get that. Right, and we are seeing more missiles. Where's that? Probably over here, right? Yeah, so we've got 2 missiles in the air. Hopefully they're going to be distracted once this missile reaches there. We can't be too sure though. Yeah, and one missile is flying this way. Right, let's resume over here. He is turning away, so that means potentially he should be turning off his stuff in a second there. Come on, why are you not... Ah, yeah. Fantastic, you're firing at this guy as well. So that's going well. Over here, I think these guys might be missing. I'm not too sure. Let's actually get out of the way without jamming aircraft. 4 missiles going this way. That is fantastic. Couple of missiles going here, which is alright, I suppose. Come on, let's get a little bit more like that. Another missile being spotted over there. So from these MiG-35s, and that is now very, very dangerous. I dislike that quite a bit, actually. So let's see whether our air sweeping group here, I think it's probably going to be extremely outmatched, but we'll have to see. So these missiles are flying towards our electronic countermeasure aircraft here, I believe, or some other part of this group. At any rate, our missiles are also flying their way, so that is nice, but is it going to be enough? I do not know. Right. So these missiles I think will be missing. That is nice. Let's get you out of the way a little bit more there. You're jamming. You are sweeping up that way. Well, we could potentially send you up this way and try to re-engage in case these guys are returning. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Right, but the big question is, are our missiles here going to be enough to drive off theirs? And I'm kind of suspecting that might not be the case. On the other hand, so we might be losing some aircraft over here from our main strike group against the MiG-35s, which definitely is not what I like to see. Let's make sure that we are allocating more weapons then. Can I actually engage the missile itself? No, I cannot. Okay, fine. Let's make sure that we are sending pretty much everything that we've got against the MiG-35s then. They are at this very moment our greatest, the greatest danger to us. So I think it'd be great if we could send more missiles their way. More missiles being spotted now from this guy, which is okay because these missiles are now flying towards him. So that I think is okay. Let's make sure we are jamming over here a little bit more. This guy has narrowly been missed, but that's fine. And we are sending more missiles there, so that's alright, I suppose. This guy is definitely going to pass by. Missiles flying this way, but our missiles are also flying against the MiG-35 there, so that's great. Yeah, you're launching, that's okay though, because again, a couple of missiles are flying their way, so it's not too bad. Well, on the other hand, these guys here are extremely dangerous. Okay, let's try to bring in the F-35 over there. Maybe it will be able to do something against these guys. Okay, so the first ones are, I suppose, already homing in on these guys there, which is fantastic. Let's see whether... Yeah, one of them has at least locked on. That's good news, although it has missed there. And we are not seeing this guy anymore. That is an issue. You have seriously launched against this guy. It's 90 miles away. This is not going to work out for you. Okay, let's turn on the radar on the MiG-35. Maybe we will be able to spot these guys then. That would be fantastic. But you can see their missiles here are now actively engaging us, and that's not good. That is not good at all. We are going to lose aircraft over here. Well. Okay, I think the reason why we're not seeing them is because they are too low now. So I suppose what we need to do is go and come up in altitude over here, so that we are seeing them a little bit better then. Okay, more missiles over here. Not the end of the world though, because again we are seeing a lot of aircraft at the same time. Right, you are all okay. So I suppose what we could do is bring in the jam over here, turn on its radar, and actually engage the MiG-35 here. It's out of bullseye limits now, but that's going to change very soon. Okay, so down here there's a problem. Can I do something like chav? I don't think it's going to work out that way, but might be alright. Well, at the very least we are targeting this guy over there, and these missiles are, I think, streaming towards them, so that's okay. But is it going to be enough? I do not know. Also, there are two missiles coming this way. This might be the death of this group. The MiG-35 is nothing to sneeze at. It's a dangerous aircraft. And you know what? I'm a little bit sick of this guy here. So let's try to take him out just by coming up on his rear there. Hopefully that's going to be alright there. Ooh, look at that! We have defeated one of the MiG-35s. That's pretty great. But these guys here are still trying to actively seek us out, and that's not good, of course. But just the fact that... So we've got 4 missiles coming in over here. We've got further 2 missiles coming in down there. But it might be okay if we are also sending missiles up their way. So that could be okay. Can I actually ask you to engage this guy here with one more missile? That would be fantastic. Great. Yeah. You guys are trying to evade down here, which is okay, as long as you roughly keep an eye on these guys. And we are sending one more missile that way, so that's okay. And you're going to come around and hopefully hit this groove over there. Yeah, I'm really afraid about this one though. Yeah, so first aircraft lost over there by the first missile. Not great at all. Not great at all. Right, let's briefly take stock. So MiG-35, lots of missiles flying your way. That's nice. 1 missile flying your way, 2 missiles from over here. These are not going to reach, but this one might. And I think it's a very nice targeting vector over there. So that'd be fantastic. You guys are coming down here. Hopefully you'll be able to engage them. These 2 missiles should also be able to engage him. But yeah, we've got 3 more coming in for this group. And 2 more against these. So we might be losing a couple of aircraft over here. Against the MiG-35. We should have sent out Tomcats in a little bit earlier. Okay, at least 1 missile missed down there, so that's good news. And can I actually see whether... Petted out, weapon endgame. I do want to see what did hit us. Okay, it was an AA-13 arrow. Their basic hit probability was... It was about 50-50, so Pretty bad luck that we got hit on the first run there. But all in all, not that bad, I think. So these 2 missiles are coming in for us. You guys have basically launched all of your weapons. And you're now sort of reversing, which I don't particularly like. I would like you to at least continue aiming at this guy there. That'd be great. Okay, you are engaged over there. Yeah, and again, sorry that this is a little bit... 2 missiles, 3 missiles in the air still. Another one hitting over there. So we are now 2 for 2. Oh well, basically. Well, that would have been a nice hit over there. Still 2 missiles in the air. One of them is gonna miss over here, I think. So you're just 1 aircraft, aren't you? Yeah, even though you're pretending to be a group. And honestly, actually, I think you guys might just return to base. Come on, do you register that? Yeah. Okay, when you do that, go on minimum altitude, please. And also do turn off your radar. That'd be fantastic. Great. Okay. You're nearly over here. We've got 2 more missiles coming in against you, which is fantastic, I suppose. You, I think, will be lost over there. You are returning home. How about if you... Why is no one attacking you? Okay, let's make sure that you are being attacked by two systems over here. And that should be okay. So 1 more missile that is streaming up over there, even though it's a dead guy's missile. It's still a fire forget missile, so it does still... come on, we are very low, so we have very low probability of evading them. Okay, that's fine. At least we dodged that missile down there. That's nice. So what is left over here, and where are we seeing another missile? Over here, the SU-35 is launching another one. I think that's okay because the SU-35 is going to be engaged by the AIM-120, so they are very likely to lose that. How about you? You are 70 miles away from that, but you're not 70 miles away from this. Okay, let's try to get you over there. You're evading, aren't you? Okay, let's make sure you're not doing that. Because I would like you to... I'm pretty sure nothing is shooting at you right now, so I think that's actually okay. Right, so let's sort this out a little bit more over here. So we've got this missile flying there, that's nice. We've got you flying down there, that's okay. You guys, I think, definitively need to engage the MiG-35 over here with further missiles. I'm not at all sure that the missiles that we are sending their way are right now sufficient. So yeah, let's make sure you're doing that. That's okay then. You don't have anything else, but you're guiding in these missiles. You're returning home. That's okay, I suppose. So yeah, we do need to engage this guy then. We are doing this with you, but let's turn on your radar as well. There we go. Now you should be launching very soon. I think that'd be great. Yeah, let's see about the weapons endgame over there. No surface-to-air missiles at least, and that is very good news, I believe. And as I say that, of course, we are immediately seeing 1 surface-to-air missile over here. And I'm not sure what it is engaging, so that is a problem. So we've got the seed group over here. You would be capable of launching. We've got you, we've got the DAG group. You are not quite able to launch against everything, but soon you will be. Let's briefly check then whether you've got any... No, 200 feet above ground. I think that's pretty much where we are right now, so that should be okay. You are hopefully flying in very low. Let's see what these guys are for. I don't know yet. Probably something down here. Probably the jammers. Okay, you know what? Let's turn off your radar, because I'm kind of afraid that is what's going on over here. And you as well. Would be fantastic if we could kill these guys there. Well, that's a lot of missiles. Come on. Okay, missed over there, missed over there. That is not great. Let's try to send another missile your way. It would be fantastic if we could get rid of you. Likewise over here, you know what, you can come in a little bit faster, I believe, just so that we are more capable of launching against them. You haven't launched against them, have you? Okay, are you guys flying on minimum altitude? You are, so you're... I don't think you're the target. What could be the target here? Could be the air sweep group. Well, you're down to sidewinders. Ah, but for some reason you have risen in altitude, which is not a good idea. Okay, let's try to get rid from over here, and let's try to do something like Chev. I'm not sure that is going to work, but let's see. Would be great if you could hit over here. Now you're coming in for that guy. These guys are coming in for there, so that's okay. 2 missiles coming in for the 120 for the MiG-35 there, which is okay, I suppose. Yeah, you are also launching missiles against us, which is okay, I suppose. MiG-35 still evading. Yeah, we knew that you would be doing that. Okay, MiG-35 over there, still dodging our missiles left and right. I've allocated all of you guys. You are using active radar. You might not just not be seeing them at this moment, which is not great. Okay, fine. You're on a high altitude. You're not being... Okay, you're coming in low now. That's good. Let's try to get the other way. Maybe that is going to be enough. Okay, you are launching against this guy. Great. Anyone launching against them? No, not really. Okay, and the strikers are on the front. ECM aircrafts are sort of in the rear over here. And who's that? The seed group. That group 1? Yeah, you are within range. Okay, fantastic. So that does mean, can I actually pick more than one group, or am I limited to one group? That 1, that 2, seed. Didn't we have a second seed group? I thought we did. Yeah, okay, there we are. Right, okay. All of you, plus you. Let's see whether we can engage these targets. We basically have got 4 targets over here. All of these installations here that are denoted by the number 13. And these are the guys that we do want to take out. So let's see whether we can do that. So let's try to strike here first. Yes, okay, we've got everyone here. Fantastic. Good number of units, I would say. Okay, can we attack... Okay, how many aircrafts have we got? I think I said about 40. So that should mean about 80 missiles? No. I think all of them are carrying 4, so that's 160 missiles. So that's basically 40 missiles or so per target over here. So let's say we've got 1, 2, 3... Can I not mark more than 1? No. Apparently I cannot. Okay, fine. So, 40 I said per target. Let's allocate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then the second one is over here somewhere. There. So all of you have been allocated. Yes, fantastic. So 4 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, isn't that fantastic? 8, 9, 10. Where were we? Oh, okay, you are carrying slightly less missiles. Well, that's not great, but I suppose we'll have to deal with that. Okay, just 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Which one was that? I think this one is... yeah, this one is, as of now, yet untargeted. Okay, fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's basically everyone. Must have miscounted somewhere. Oh yeah, I think we didn't quite have 40 aircraft. That should be okay though. Let's briefly just go through them. There we go. To see whether we've missed anything. Doesn't look like it, so yeah. No, I'm gonna say that's okay. A couple of them did show as outside of bore limits, which basically means the aircraft is facing the wrong direction. So we're gonna send all of them over here. That should be ample to basically hold that up. Right, so let's see the launch over here. We should see the number of further missiles being spotted. Oh, over here, interesting. So this guy is now launching against the Bulldog over here, and he's doing that as this missile is coming for him. So that's an extremely interesting development and a very discerning one. So, okay, this one missed him completely, but this one is still coming for him, which is fantastic. Okay, but you, my friend, do need to run away then, or at least I do think it does make a difference whether you are using radar or not. So let's try to go around this way, hopefully trying to get out of his way. Yeah. This missile, I think, might be enough to distract him, but we'll have to see. Right, and up over here we are trying to evade these missiles. I think we're doing a relatively good job there. So that's nice, and more missiles are flying this way, so that's good as well. You guys should be loosening your stuff fairly soon. Let's make sure that you are not set to evade, so that you are sort of following that actual direction, and that would be nice. You're certainly seeing a lot of missiles over here already. Yeah, just look at all of these missiles. Not quite 160, but maybe 150 or so. We can actually have a look at that on the TAC view thing, I think. So let's have a look over here, 3D view. There we go. It's going to load up for a second. Right, and then I do want to click over here. Let's say on one of these things, and we should see all of them going up. It's a bit difficult to see with all of these name things, but you can see all of these missiles being launched straight up from these aircrafts down there, which are flying extremely low, primarily to evade any anti-air retaliation. Right, can I close that a little bit? Like so, maybe, yeah. Man, I don't think the 3D view here is the nicest, but yeah, let's see. Right, okay, back to what's over here. So this missile is now engaging over there. That's nice, mainly so because it throws him off balance a little bit. These missiles are now flying towards the MiG-35. That's nice. This guy is still engaged. This flanker up there is a little bit disheartening. But let's see. Yeah, and you're still launching a lot of missiles. Okay, there's a miss over there. Is that a hit over here? More missiles being spotted from the MiG-35. Not sure what it's firing at. Probably the air sweep is over here. On the other hand, it looks like the surface-to-air missiles there are missing, so that at least is a good result. More missiles being detected. Oh, nice hit over here. That is great. And no hit over there, though. That is a little bit bad for us, of course. Right, can you, in fact, engage him with one more missile then, please? I'm going to send missile after this guy, just until he's basically done for. Okay. Right, you're trying to fire something on us. Have you got any missiles? Yes, you do. So let's fly you over here. and let's engage here with 2 missiles. And of course we're going to turn on the radar for that, so that you are at least sending something his way. Right, everyone is being engaged. Lots and lots of missiles flying. That I like to see. Okay, you guys, can you actually launch against him? That would be mighty nice. Okay, missile flying there, so that's good to see. We are seeing another missile coming, probably from over here. Yeah, I think it is. Which is okay though, because we are also launching at him. And are we seeing more missiles over here? I think we certainly should be. Yeah, now you can see it at least a little bit up there, all of these missiles flying against the target. Yeah, just look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Right, but I should not lose complete sight of over here. Okay, missile flying there, that's nice. You still can come around this way. How about the Tomcats? You are now nearly in range, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to cruise speed, because I don't actually want you to engage if these guys can deal with that, which would certainly be very nice. You guys are trying to get away. Let's try to get away a little bit perpendicular to this course, because I'm not sure whether you might not just be able to get out of there. You are doing fine there. Probably we are still having a couple of missiles here, even though a lot of them are in the air actually. Okay, you guys are actually returning, which is fairly nice, but I would very much love you if you could stay low and not go high. So that's this group, this group, yeah, minimum altitude. This group, minimum altitude please. This group, minimum altitude. Fantastic. Okay, so yeah, all of these guys are returning now, which is okay, I suppose. I could turn you around and at least send more missiles towards this guy, but I don't think that's the order of the day. Let's try to get out of here. We had a lot of trouble earlier when we didn't get out in time, so yeah, I would very much like to get out in time. Okay, you can actually go back to cruise speed and sort of come up this way, I think. You also have a couple of missiles still, so let's send more missiles your way, just to make sure that we are hopefully engaging you. What are you guys doing? Why can't you send more missiles this way, please, and thank you. You do have active radar on, so that should be happening there, and you're coming up back this way. Well, I think this is because you have turned your radar off, but that should be okay now, I suppose, so that we are getting better targeting indications on you. I'm suspecting that there's one more group down here which so far hasn't launched all of its missiles, but I can't find it. Right, let's actually have a look at you. So yeah, you're seeing all of these missiles down there in flight. All of these guys turning around. You can see some of them are foolishly trying to get high up in the air, which would just indicate that more surface-to-air missiles are coming for us. And that is a definite no-no. But I do know we had 4 groups, and I'm not sure where the 4th one is. Striker, oh, there you guys. Fantastic. You've launched most of your missiles, so that's nice, and let's keep you low. And you're probably returning to base. Yes, fantastic. And you're now doing that on a low altitude, which I very much love to see. Good. Right. You're jamming. That's good. That's your job. You engage defensively. That's not your job. Let's turn off automatic evasion for you, because I don't think this missile is meant for you at all. This one's probably meant for these guys down there though. Let's try to get around towards this way then. Yeah. Yes, good hit over there. So that's nice. That does mean this guy can continue to run this way. And let's bring you over here. And they are sending surface-to-air missiles. I don't know where yet, but we'll have to see. Is anyone too high up in the air? Don't think so. actually. You guys are hopefully still low, aren't you? Right. Okay. Just try to attack him with everything that I've got. Oh, further aircraft over there. Potentially they are... I'm not sure what exactly they're doing. Okay, let's try to get this guy down, please. Jesus, another... Our missiles are missing so much. It's not a happy time for us. Right, okay. Let's see whether you can at least maybe be a little bit more successful with the MiG-35. You're doing fine over here. These air sweep guys then. Just launch everything that you've got at this guy. I'm tired of this. Let's try to deal with him. Okay, surface to air missiles, where are you coming at? You might be coming in for the missiles themselves. So, yeah. Just look at all of this here in the air. Yeah, I think you might be coming in for the missiles instead of any particular aircraft. I certainly hope that to be the case. Well, all of these jammers are still about. Yeah, I think you can try to get these guys here and basically come with them home. So that should be a nice. You've basically still got a couple of missiles, so that's okay. Why don't you launch them, for example, at this gentleman over here? You've already allocated them to someone. Let's see, and then we've got the striker group over here with the JSOLs. That honestly I'm feeling are a little bit gonna be too late. I mean, they are extremely slow, aren't they? Like 500 miles or something? Yeah, 500 knots. So they're at no way they're gonna hit at the same time. Still I believe we should try to allocate some of them towards these systems. But you're out of range. You've got a range of 45 miles, right? It's about 4 miles off. Let's see. Let's try to bring them in closer, man. Right, okay, so now 5 missiles are coming in for the MiG-35. Yeah, and these guys here are still being engaged by this missile. This is a strong missile on the MiG-35 as well. It's a strong system and a strong enemy there. Okay, you can turn off your radar. You can come back home. That would certainly be nice. And what you guys could do is launch at this one over here. So let's set one missile. Let's say 4 missiles against him. I think that would be great. For that purpose you'll need to turn on your radar, you'll need to fly that way, but then you should be okay. Yeah, we are going to see that missile going to pop up fairly soon. Oh, it's meant for the strike group itself actually, which is interesting. Right, a couple of aircraft over there as well, which are being engaged for some reason that I'll never understand. Nothing coming in from the left, that's good. Yeah, let's see what these missiles here are meant for. Yeah, and now we can see a lot of... All of these systems are lighting up as they're trying to engage our systems, so yeah. It's sort of nice to see over here with all of this going on this way. Yeah, so the Tomcats are... It's a nice view actually, I think. So yeah, you can see all of these guys are going down again, are trying to get away. Can't see much of the ground systems yet, but I think that's okay. Right. Yeah, that's all right. We see all of that stuff. You need to launch at this guy so that they don't kill the strikers. There's another missile from the MiG-35 over there, probably going down for the air sweepers down there, which is not great, because again these are so likely to hit. that are really, really just like that. Okay, the SU-35, that is, I think, a little bit more doable, as we are sending missiles their way. What I don't like to see is that these surface-to-air missiles here are definitely not now coming in for the AGMs. It does look a lot like they're coming in for the strike over here, which for some reason has an active radar system. Okay, let's try to send you that way so that we are evading that a little bit, and hopefully gonna get away in safety over here. 7 missiles flying in for these guys. Yeah, and just an enormous amount of anti-radiation missiles flying in, and surface-to-air missiles. Some hit over here, so that was meant for that. Hopefully you guys will be alright. I would like you to actually evade. You're doing that. That's okay then. Yeah, surface-to-air missiles. That we are sure of. Okay, you still are doing that. That's okay. You engage defensive. That's okay. You guys are trying to get out. That's certainly very nice. You are trying to run away from them. We're seeing a lot of missiles being sent north here towards this guy, which I suppose is fine. But let's try to get home at minimum altitude actually. And you should turn off your radar, please. Yeah, hopefully these missiles here are going to be enough to dissuade them. I think this missile down here is somewhere missed, which is fantastic. But yeah, let's see whether any of these here are going to be enough. As we for... Or did I lose one down here? Wait a minute. Did I lose an aircraft down here? I thought I had another one. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I actually lost that one. I missed that markup. Right, that's not great. I realise we are taking some time over here. Let me know whether you think that's alright. Just basically look at this over here. Come on. Does it not update? Okay, let's get rid of this. And let's just look at this on the map, which is... Ooh, we've got a new event over here. Okay, so we've shot down the MiG-35 over there finally, which is certainly fantastic to see. You guys are doing fine over there. Let's make sure that you are flying home on cruise speed, minimum altitude. That is fine. Passive. Are you returning home now? Yes, you are. Fantastic. Low altitude, please. Cruise speed. You guys are going to come up this way and then also going to come home. You're doing that anyway. All of these guys are returning home. We've got the strike group somewhere over here. Yeah. These guys are coming up there. These missiles here I think have missed. I don't think they're going in for the strikers, for the jammers over here. That should be okay. You guys are coming home as well. Hopefully on minimum altitude. Fantastic. So, sources in Iran have confirmed that Vladimir Sergeyev-Gonov, one of the world's new modern fighter aces and leader of the RPG, was killed today while engaged against the United Naval Air Units in the Strait of Hormuz region. At this time, it's unclear how or when General Goronov was killed, but we'll have these facts when as they become available. When queried, the commander of all naval aviation units in the Atlantic Fleet claimed to have no knowledge of which squadron or pilot might have been responsible for downing the RPG ace. Ultimately, it's not important, Admiral Jackson added, stating Goronov was a once accomplished fighter pilot and general officer turned mercenary punk. One of my fleet pilots could eat him for breakfast, and it sounds like some young tiger did just that. The rest of the sorry bunch will be joining him soon. When asked for comment on Admiral Jackson's somewhat emotional remarks, the Chief of Naval Operations didn't have much to add, stating, sounds like Admiral Jackson summed it up pretty well. Clearly, Wolfer, there's no love lost between the United States Navy and the RVG. More on, I see this typo, on this story as it unfolds, but for now it appears that the RVG has suffered a fatal loss. fantastic. I think that was triggered by the loss of the F-35 there, MiG-35 there, which is certainly very nice to see. Right, let's have you come on this way. There are a couple of surface-to-air missiles still flying about. These missiles are coming from this MiG-35, but at the 45-minute mark, I have to say this is probably a very good place to put in a cut and see whether our missiles here are going to be enough to strike home. You can see how many of our missiles have already been shot down, and whether indeed we'll be able to take out any of these air installations. This guy here, I was about to say this guy here has made it pretty far, but it's only an air-to-air missile, so that's not even being engaged. These missiles still have a while to fly over here, and it's not at all clear whether they are going to be able to make it. Yeah, it's still about 30 missiles per system there, so that I think is okay and great, but we'll really have to see. Certainly very happy about the shoot down of the MiG-35 there. We've lost, I think, about 4 aircrafts in this raid, which is better than the last time, but so far it's far from over. We at least have another Su-35 over here, and there are further aircraft systems in over here, mixed in over there as well, MiG-29 there. And I do think it's probably not alone, but I can't see its body. A couple of flankers over here. But yeah, I think this time we might be able to get out a little bit more unharmed. But on the other hand, it's a lot of missiles, and I'm not sure whether we'll have succeeded here at all in shooting down any of that. That being said, I hope to see you around next time. Bye bye, guys.